day 12 update report. Very busy day, and I want to talk to you if you're someone who is working, but you're also building a business, or you may be working and considering building a business because a lot of times what happens is when you're in a rhythm and you may be really good at your job, or you may have a consistent income from your day gig, whatever it may be, and you decide, like, I need more, I want more, I want to be able to pay the mortgage off faster, I want to pay the loans off, I want to get out of debt, I want to make sure my kids have the best options for school. And so you decide, I want to create some leverage and start building a business. And so then you take on the opportunity to create your own income. And because when you're building a business, there are greater opportunities, you have greater capacity, then you start to figure out how to do your business while you're doing your job. And this can be a little tricky because you have a rhythm with your job in your life. If you're, family person, if you're a parent, if you're married, you have these other obligations, and now you're getting into a relationship with a business, and it's very time consuming. It takes up bandwidth. You have to learn, you have to grow, you have to put in the consistent effort. And so sometimes days come and go, and you were seeing yourself putting in a good 4 hours on your business, but then, your kids' practice ran late, or your job needed you to stay overtime, or, your parent who you're taking care of needed something, and instead of 4 hours, you get 30 minutes. Or by the time you get ready to start putting time into your business, you're just tired. And your mentality is tired because that's what you have habituated. So you have to be careful of these things. So one of the most important things is your ability to be organized with how you're spending your time. It makes a big difference, and it's going to compound over time. And so you want time to be on your side. So if you know what your schedule is, then part of your responsibility is to schedule your business like you schedule everything else. And yesterday is a really good example of it. So I had a really full day of meetings with clients with my sales business. I have sales during the day that I do in roofing and siding and all of that because I'm good at it. It's fun. And it takes time for me to, sit down with people, explain to them what's going to take place and help them pick their materials, etc. So, and then when you're sitting down with homeowners, they're not accustomed to people like a sophisticated, worldly person coming to their door. And so we end up having like these really awesome conversations about their life and, our journeys, et cetera, et cetera. So a client meeting for me, it's not abnormal for that to go an hour and a half. And we're only spending like 10 minutes really talking about what we're doing. The rest of it is talking about family and life. And it's a lot of fun. It's weird. Like I never, ever thought I'd have this much fun in a roofing business, but that's true. So that's my day. And so in the evening, I have to schedule my other business because that's also about building relationship and talking to people. But, there's more continuity with it because it's a part of my lifestyle. Health and wellness is a part of who I am. So I have to be very disciplined. And so at the end of the day yesterday, that was me setting aside time on Zoom to talk about business and to, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't on Zoom, it was a phone call. And then they were able to get on and see the overview of our business. And it was a really good day. So I felt good about the day because I was very structured and organized. And that's why it's taken me so much time in laying the foundation. So I just want to encourage you that if you're, doing two things, you're working a day job, or you have your business, but you're also running another business. One of the most important things is how you structure your day, being organized with your time, being strategic with it so that you can maximize the day. So we're going to do it again today. We're going to maximize the day. I have a leadership call this morning, and then I have a lot of stop bys for clients' homes, and then I will be doing calls for my consumer business, health and wellness. So it's just organization, you all. Stay organized.